Hello everyone, welcome to the Finicky Village Mix Finals between Terracubist and Heron. I am Akuchi and I'm joined in commentary by Strumpf. Are you there?
Bye, terracubist. I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. You have not played this tournament.
I have not. This is like probably the second match I've caught in it. um, so I'll be learning again about how finicky this mix is. Did you play in it?
I have not played it either,
All
and
right.
I've been regretting it because it looks so cool.
Oh, I had mixed thoughts about it when it started. You can imagine some frustrating kingdoms, but uh,
Yeah, this does not
definitely
look one.
good to spectate though.
Yeah, definitely. But like for me, the spectating was more like, I want to play those too.
Hmm.
Oh well. Okay, here we are in the finals.
Yeah, probably Magpie Steward opening, unless you want to do Steward March. That's also pretty reasonable.
Mhm.
And then ultimately, the plus actions are Prince.
Yes.
Full stop.
Yes.
So,
Well, I mean, you could also Golem is on the board.
oh, is it? Is that why there's potion in the kingdom?
Partial
Weird.
partial blindness.
Yeah, no, I do that sometimes. My eyes just scan over cards that I don't think are any good. It is tricky, right? Because aside from Magpie, all the draw is, well, and Patrician, all the draw is terminal. So I don't know how much it's worth it to build. I'm guessing it's worth it because of castles and also Emporium
Mhm.
points. I
Mhm.
think that's enough of an incentive.
So you would go Prince over Golem?
Yes, especially if I get at least like 5 Magpies, because then I'll have plenty of reasonable targets. Patrician's also a reasonable target, and so is Ranger potentially.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe Golem is like cheaper to get. Like it's not very cheap, but maybe it's like easier to get than Prince. And if you
So
have like so many, like if you have 5 magpies, then that might also be like a reasonable
yeah,
uh target. I don't know.
I just think
No, you
go.
are using the blindness.
It's just too. I don't know, just too high variance. I like the control that Prince offers. Right, playing a card at
Yeah,
the start of my turn is way better than maybe playing a card whenever I happen to see Golem.
yeah,
And I don't
that
want to
makes
add a
sense.
potion to my deck. But yeah, so both players opened Marching Steward. It looks like both of them had the 3/4, so they were only able to trash one estate. A little bit surprised nobody took the opportunity to get Magpie, although March Steward is pretty good.
Hmm. You can get a magpie now. Wee.
Yeah, both players picked up Carpenters, so that seems pretty reasonable. Gain Magpies, gain Patricians, then Magpies are gone, and Carpenter is a remodel, which is pretty nice if you're playing with Tragic Hero, but that all demands a lot.
Yeah, and yeah, you definitely need your prince at some point, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it's tough to activate Tragic Hero without first having a Prince. It can be done, right? You play a Magpie and it draws a card, then you play a Tragic Hero, you get the gold, and now you can remodel the
Mhm.
gold into Prince. So that's
Mm.
potentially how things are going to go down.
Oh, okay, I see. Wow, that okay.
Yeah, it's just when I look at the value of remodels, I look at, are the players going to have golds and maybe if they can activate their tragic heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Remodel
Yeah, that makes
Magpie can
sense.
also be a decent remodel target as well.
Yeah, because at some point the magpies won't draw anymore, I imagine.
I think you're always going to have treasure payload, so you'll have the 40 or 30% chance that Magpie draws.
Mhm. Okay, I am on board with the prince. prince plan. I want princes now.
First, we gotta be able to afford it. But yeah, I'd love a prince.
I just get so anxious, I guess, like with these with these boards where I'm like, where are my villages? Which might be the reason why I didn't like sign up for this tournament.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Getting deck control in this board is a lot of effort. I think it's worth it because of
So
castles, but
finicky.
man, if you like replace castles with Butcher, I'm just probably not worrying about deck control. Just play Magpie, Butcher,
Mm.
moneyish type thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever got like a close look at the crumbling castle. That looks interesting.
I'm a little surprised about the Crumbling Castle purchase, right? It wasn't even gained off of Carpenter. Huh. I wonder what terracubist was thinking. Must have
Maybe,
grand plans for that Crumbling Castle.
yeah, maybe it's going to turn into a gold or something at some point. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty fine once you have either small castle or no, it's just being
Oh,
trashed right now. So it turned into
okay.
2 silvers and 2 VP,
Okay.
which is okay on this board, especially if you're planning to trash copper aggressively. And Heron has the humble castle. Interesting. So yeah, the
Our
magpies are
castle. But
gone. So carpenters are ready to remodel something.
yeah, ooh, and we have money. Ooh, we have prince
Oh,
money.
look
Look
at
at that.
that. Indeed.
Amazing.
Okay, you have
Ah.
a carpenter on top there. That's probably not something you want to see on top, so I'd probably just draw it up. You can't trash and buy a prince at the same time, unfortunately. Oh, hey, monkey, it did something.
Hmm.
I was just gonna like complain about it seems cruel to have terminal like ways in the
Mm-hmm.
Finicky Village Mix, but hey, it did something.
Indeed.
Oh,
Oh, that is
Heron had a
nice.
potion. Whoa.
Oh, that's nice to have like both strategies here. I feel like, I mean, terracubist is ahead, but like it's still nice to have like someone believe in Golem.
Yeah, we're gonna see it.
Amazing. So
Okay,
here the question is if you continue draw or if you just print the patrician.
yeah, I'd Prince of Patrician. It's a little sad to have 3 here. There's like nothing you want at 3.
3, you mean 4?
Yeah, that.
The other 3.
The other number lower than 5.
Yeah.
I guess you could get a ranger if you want to play with ranger.
You want to play with Tragic Hero for the
Wow, played the patrician. It worked out, but I guess Terracubus was willing
speed.
to settle to Prince the Carpenter if it didn't work out. I don't know. That's wild.
Yes.
All right, ranger. As for like which is better Prince, I mean it's pretty much the same. I think it's a little better to Prince Patrician, even if it doesn't draw quite as much. It's more likely to draw a good card, and
Yeah.
Magpie is a better remodel target.
Yeah. Ooh. Whoa, what is happening?
What surprised you there? The Trashing Steward?
Yeah. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, you can't really remodel those coppers, so maybe Steward will be picked up later. Maybe Heron is content with the number of coppers in deck.
Maybe. Interesting.
Okay, so oh, that's a surprise. All right, so we're gonna get another prince.
Yes. We could
Set up the
remodel the
ranger.
ranger into something.
I
like
think
a
I'd
tragic hero.
no, I'd rather get that journey token down. I mean, I guess you are drawing just fine right now.
Yeah.
So you need to get a tragic hero to get payload. At least that's the way I feel like you want to go. It was definitely awkward for terracubist to have the 4 last turn. So yeah, you could like use Carpenter to turn a ranger into a tragic hero and then buy Prince.
Mm-hmm. I want that. Alternatively, you don't play the Carpenter. Okay, fine. Fine. Do you... Heron is going to hold on to that castle? Question mark.
Oh yeah, Humble Castle's great.
All right.
I'm just wondering about what this Carpenter's doing.
Could turn a potion into something, but maybe you want another
You
golem just
could.
to be able...
I was thinking you could gain and play the small castle if you trash the silver. Then you could get small castle and haunted castle, and Heron really appreciates the gold from haunted castle.
Oh my god, I really don't know what the castles are doing apart from
Oh, you haven't
haunted
played much with
castle.
castle?
Funnily enough, I do, but I just like never pay attention to what they actually do. Other than
Huh?
like I want opulent castle
All right, it
and small
looks.
castle.
Oh, you like opulent castle, huh?
Oh, prince. All right. So we have a hybrid
Yep, the
strategy
potion has
here.
been trashed. It is done. No, Iris is wrong. Castles are great. Don't ignore them.
Castles or potions or golems or what do you want to ignore? Ooh, are we printing the ranger?
I don't love that because you have very asymmetrical turns if you do that.
That's true.
But then again, what is that prince doing?
Someone is printing a ranger.
Yeah, I don't think you want to prince the carpenter. That seems like
Maybe it's for the plus buy. That yeah, it is asymmetrical, but at least you get the plus buy every turn. And we do get through our deck fine just now. So you prince the ranger, gain a cheddar hero. Is this
I
the moment?
guess you only have the one buy. It's all very awkward. I mean, Tragic Hero seems kind of. I mean, you don't need the draw next turn because you've got that Ranger coming off. But
Yeah.
if you have the terminal space, Tragic Hero is strictly better than gold, pretty much. So you might as well. I think Emporium is. I mean, it's fine, but it's just not that exciting.
What?
Whoa! Well, you'll definitely be able to prince again. I mean, prince whatever you want. Meanwhile, bit of a dead turn for Heron. I want to see Tragic Hero. I
Come on.
want to see
Make Akko happy.
a
If I
Tragic
have
Hero.
Tragic hero.
What? Oh my! That is the most horrible thing I've ever seen. Especially because you have a golem coming up. Oh no.
You have to be strong now.
Well, I'm rooting for terracubist.
Ooh.
Now here, getting a gold makes sense, but it's not even going to happen. Are you not playing the prince? Like, what's going on here? I guess you're just not drawing on. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of individual decisions here. Clearly, I would have made some different ones, but who's to say? Who's to say what they would have been right? Well, I know taking that gold was very wrong. Like, Tragic Hero is just strictly better than gold. In Heron's position there. The only position where it's not is if, like, Terracubist at that point wanted to Carpenter a Magpie into a gold so they could draw it up this turn. Because they didn't have the terminal actions to play Tragic Hero, so.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so what was the buy? That was it a Haunted Castle? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Haunted Castle. All right, here we go. Tragic Hero.
Okay, okay. I like that.
Okay, that makes
I like that a lot. But do you... Yeah, you need plus buy. Oh, I wonder how you could have gotten plus buy. Seems like a mystery.
I mean, could have turned something into Ranger and set that aside. Oh, you mean for this turn and not the next?
I'm just being sarcastic. If Heron had played a Tragic Hero instead of gold, they would have had plus buy on that turn.
Yeah.
They would have had one fewer action, so it's... Yeah. They did use that action to gain and play a Prince, which was not on my radar, so there was some benefit to getting the gold instead. But Heron is just still with one buy. That's all they have. I don't think that's the position you want to be in this game.
Yeah. Do you remodel the Haunted Castle?
You could also small castle it.
Mm-hmm.
And then remodel the silver or gold. I like remodel silver into Emporium. That seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you don't need that. Because you're about to head into a Ranger draws turn. So you have plenty of draw next turn.
So how about you carpenter the gold into Sprawling Castle, and then you small castle the Haunted Castle?
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
And then you buy King's Castle.
Nah, it's a Grand Castle, right? Oh, buy. Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, there is enough for that. You can get all the castles. But, nope, we're getting the Emporium. Which I don't hate, I just also don't love it. Look at that, plus buy.
Wow.
I don't know what this one's going to be, though. Could be a Tragic Hero.
Could be.
Could be a gold. Could be an Emporium.
So many things.
I think that's about it.
I mean...
Okay. Alright, so now piles are really low. It's just Grand Castle and King's Castle. Kind of surprising that not a single province has been taken. Usually, you see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Heron can buy the castles, right?
Let's see. They probably don't win. Well, do they win if they remodel Opulent? But then they can't afford kings, I think. Or can they? What's that last card? Carpenter. No. What?
Magpie?
Magpie, that's not helping. Okay, so yeah, they can't afford a King's Castle. Unless...
Oh no, they bought a... Wait, did they remodel the gold last turn?
Oh, hold on. No. If they play Patrician as Monkey, that's enough. Yeah, if they use Carpenter to turn Opulent Castle into Grand Castle, and then play Patrician as Monkey, they can buy King's Castle. I'm not 100% sure if that's enough.
So you lose...
the 3 VP from Opulent. Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Wow! Yeah, so on the whole, I'm not fond of Terracubist's last turn.
Yeah, Should have gotten all the castles.
Maybe, or should have gotten a province and left one more castle in the pile. One of the two.
Yeah.
I'd have
Yeah,
to
Turkey was
think
super ahead.
more. Yeah, I guess if you get all the castles, it's really hard for Heron to win there. They have to empty Emporium and get enough points, but maybe it's possible. It might be possible.
It would have definitely been more stylish. All right, I see a village. I see. Ooh, that's a very nice village.
Is it?
Is it not? First mate, inspiring first mate. Sounds great to me.
Oh, is there a trait? Oh my goodness. It doesn't show up in the kingdom view. Like
Oh yeah.
if you click
That's
the
true. Yeah.
so I always get surprised by traits.
Yeah. Yeah, I always have to click back and be like, wait, what is
Seems
it?
like an
I
oversight,
don't
yeah.
have all information.
So how does inspiring read? After playing. Okay, so do you fully evaluate, like do you fully play out first mate before you
Yeah.
do inspire? Oh, that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because like doing it before would be really anti-synergistic with what first mate is trying to do. Still better than nothing,
Yeah.
but it would be pretty awkward.
Yeah. Old witch, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with cemetery in the kingdom. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the high roll. I had a memorable absurd game against J Nails where I opened Old Witch and had banish, and I was able to banish 3 estates on turn 3, and banish
Nice.
4 coppers on turn 4. It was just something gross.
Sounds very nice to me.
Oh, it was so gross. All right, we got Magpie again. So Magpie cargo ship, pretty reasonable open. Trying to get to 5 for Old Witch, which terracubist seems very likely to do.
That was
Yeah,
a very nice
there it is.
game.
That's the high roll.
Yeah.
The trash 3 estates high roll that I was looking at. So yeah, Heron is on the same wavelength. Like, you know, you get to play Old Witch on turn 3 and turn 4. Seems pretty great as player 1. Oh no, and terracubist didn't hit 5. If they bottom deck cargo ship, they're not going to hit 5. Wait, they're not going to hit 5 at all. Unless they bottom deck their final estate. Nice, this looks very... maybe you have to buy City Gate to make sure that you hit 5 next turn.
Good plan.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's no 5 there, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like one of those situations where you can win the Magpie split and lose the game. They exist. What to do is Heron, Artificer. Okay.
Ooh, obstinate trash.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't trash there. In fact, I might be done with Cemetery as Heron. Well, if you're getting cursed. So that was very fortunate for terracubist. They didn't draw any Magpies dead.
Yeah.
And got a very nice cemetery trash, so terracubist definitely in it. Oh, but Heron drawing the Old Witch there. Very nice.
Trash now.
Perhaps. Based on not gaining anything with Artificer, I think yes. But you potentially could have, like, gained a Forager. No, you could have played it after the Old Witch. So, yeah, it's all very awkward.
We're inspired.
Okay. Little unfortunate for terracubist. They have Old Witch and a cargo ship in those bottom 5 cards.
Yeah, and not a great hand extend, right? They still have curses and stuff.
I think they might have an estate in no curse. based on their 2 VP. Oh no, they have a cemetery. Cemetery and a curse would be my guess for what's down there.
Hmm.
I think you have to buy a first mate. I mean, it's kind of hard to play the kingdom without it. Well, maybe you get an
It's a
artificer.
village.
Maybe artificer first.
How do you feel about smugglers on this board?
Hmm. I'm really happy if my opponent never gains it, and then I will do the same.
Oh, okay. One of those.
It's just,
One
I
of those.
don't think it's good, but I would be annoyed if my opponent gained it, is I guess my full opinion on the matter. Interesting choice. Hmm. I think I might have played the cargo ship there. Bought a forager.
Ah, beautiful. First May. I love the Inspire First May. So fun.
You know, forager's a pretty good card. I feel like these players ought to be reminded of that.
Yeah, it's like you need to get to Old Witch, and it doesn't help you with that, I guess. And then at one point, what point do you?
Now.
Yeah, this could be the point.
Well,
You just buy it, or do you gain it off Artificer?
oh yeah, might as well gain off artificer, right?
I think so. But Heron does not. Wee. Well,
That's not very
we tried.
inspiring.
No, it's not inspiring at all. Oh, we tried.
This could be a baby cemetery. I would prefer a forager. Yay! I'm rooting for terracubist.
Because terracubist does what you would do.
So if you gain something with artificer, that's pretty much all you're going to be able to play. What about gaining first mate? No, you run out of actions. No, maybe not, because you have
No, you
inspiring.
don't. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah.
there's just a first mate on top of there. Interesting. That was lucky, right? They didn't know that.
They did not. I don't think so.
Yeah. I think I would have used Artificer to gain a first mate, because then you get to, like,
Yeah,
draw a billion cards. It's very
yeah.
nice. Terracubus doesn't have an Artificer, though. That seems pretty important. They should get on that. Oh, the terrible Magpie revealing
They try,
curse.
but
Doesn't gain a Magpie, doesn't draw the card. Just a tragic outcome.
such an uphill battle.
City Gate. I would have preferred a Forager there as Heron. Seems pretty late for City Gate to be useful. Smugglers, huh?
Yay!
Oh, you like the smugglers, huh?
I do. Oh, yes. First, my Artificer. Nice.
Hey, Forager,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I see. Ooh, snazzy.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, okay. I guess if you know there's an artificer there, that looks great. And you can top deck what you want to artifice, which could be another artificer. I kind of like that.
Our first mate. Or Magpie.
Playing first mate twice, is that good? Yeah, with inspiring. If you find artificer, it's really good.
Yeah, or Forager. Ooh, here we go.
Yeah, this is exciting.
It
Yeah, I think
is.
Heron looks way ahead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, they have the option to play first mate with first mate. That might be correct, but it terrifies me.
It just breaks my brain. I
Yeah,
never know how it works, and then
it's
usually it doesn't.
it's
And then I'm sad.
yeah, it's very difficult to keep track of, especially that since the first mate is ghosted. Oh my goodness.
And inspire, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, what am I playing
Uh-huh.
now?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
playing a card to the first mate, or am I playing a card to the inspired other first mate that I first mated?
Yeah.
So we'll see if Heron takes on that brain trauma.
Hmm.
Hey, tragic heroes in this kingdom. Hadn't considered it until now, but well, I think you need to gain first mate as terracubist. But Heron might be able to like gain and play a tragic hero to some benefit. Although you're not guaranteed to have a hand size large enough to cash in on it.
That's their first artificer, right? Well, now it's
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, it's definitely the coolest thing to do in the kingdom, and the most effective is the first mate artificer stuff. Okay, so first mate did not play first mate. We're spared that yet. Okay, so then oh no, but the inspiring comes at the end. That was a
Well, it comes
really
now.
that was a really bad first mate, right? Like it just wasn't very good.
Well, the question now is if you need to use the inspired. Well, okay. Apparently they do.
But it's
But I feel
like
like
that
when you
ghosted
look.
first mate was just +1 action. That's literally all it was. The
Oh,
first
okay.
mate, because you played 2 magpies, and I mean I guess you, and then you did the inspired thing.
Yeah, I forgot it was ghosted. So can Heron? I guess we don't have the game. Well, Can Heron pile artificers? Oh, I guess now you shouldn't because you're not ahead. But okay, fine.
Wait, what do you mean? The VP is tied. You could definitely do that. Like you're gonna buy something if you don't have to buy the artificer, right? I
Mm.
mean, even if you artifice like an estate and buy artificer or whatever, I think it's totally reasonable that the game might end here. Um,
Oh, did terracubist gain an artificer?
oh yeah, 2 artificers
Oh well, perfect. Well, this should.
should do the
I mean,
trick.
not really, but oh, you should have first made it the smugglers.
It's tricky
Or
because you
are we
want to
still?
use the inspired play, like to conserve actions. Maybe I don't know. Seems like you have it regardless.
Mm,
Get the smugglers.
maybe?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you don't have
No.
+5, so whoops.
Very close, though. Very close.
Yeah, you need to be able to gain artificer there. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, this is a situation where close is worse. You can't even buy province.
We can buy
Uh
a cemetery and
yeah,
gain some
yeah.
points off that.
Yeah, it's a
But
good
yeah.
4 VP cemetery, but hmm.
Ooh.
Good thing
Oh no.
Terracubist has a dud. Well, yeah.
Sadness.
Why did they Oh yeah, they started with fewer cards because they trashed a curse to Old Witch, I guess. Alright, second attempt. I feel
Yeah.
like that was doable. I don't like their first play of the ghosted first mate. Like playing those magpies didn't seem very inspiring to me.
I think if you had just like first made it the smugglers, I think. I don't know. Let's see. We're not there yet.
Yeah, no first mate in hand. So maybe this gains first mate. Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay.
Although, okay, so inspiring, you can only play a card that hasn't been played yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is tricky. It's not very tricky. Okay, I didn't see that line. I did not see that line. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So Heron up
No.
2-0.
Uh-huh. And we are playing first to 3.5.
Excellent. That was my assumption, but I didn't know. Thanks for clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
Heron taking a break, it would seem.
But we can look at the kingdom. Oh, it's a rush kingdom.
Oh, you're looking at the generated one.
So, well, that's not very finicky if there's like an actual village on the board.
I feel like Heron should have clicked play game before BRBing.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I have the mix channel muted, so just gonna wait.
If you
Here
just
we
look at
go.
the
Oh, I see. The kingdom was present, and that makes sense. Okay, well, here it is. You said we just have a village. It's Crossroads, yeah. It's a Finicky Village, though.
Well,
but there's
a
not...
village. I thought like the plus action constitutes the village and not the draw of some kind.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, Crossroads puts a cap on how many terminal actions you can play.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But there's also Contract. I mean, there's Way of the Squirrel, so you actually... And all the draws terminal, yeah, for sure you want as many actions as you can get. There's some Gondola stuff. There's Scepter. Ooh, Scepter Squirrel, that's pretty nice. So Scepter can always be played as kind of like a Den of Sin that, like, except it doesn't stay in play, but it doesn't get gained to hand. Anyways, the point is, it's a non-terminal source of start your next turn with +2 cards, which seems pretty good. Certainly by Scepter standards.
Heron with a 5/2 again.
And if you rush the Scepter, then it's even more like a Den of Sin.
Can you rush non-action cards?
No. I just assumed you could. No. Womp womp. Rushing a ranger to turn over a token is something that might come up. DZ says it's Expedition. Let me think about that.
Have you noticed how big the moon is on the rush art? It's a little concerning. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's pretty common in art, to make the moon bigger than it actually is. It looks cool.
Maybe.
One of my favorite things about, like, sci-fi video games these days is when you go to a planet and then they have a crazy skyline where you're on a moon and you're looking at another planet and it's just like gigantic. It takes up like a quarter of the sky. It just looks incredible.
Just one, or like multiple moons? Or are you talking like our moon?
No. So an example is in Destiny 2, you can visit Io, one of Jupiter's moons, and so you get to view Jupiter from Jupiter's closest moon, and it looks incredible.
I see. All right, I am paying attention.
Yeah, we're both paying attention to this game. Yep. They've got some Crossroads. Somebody has a ranger. Oh, are we just... Yeah, Displace is the only trashing, it looks like. That's kind of awkward. I mean, that's very... I was going to say it's very awkward. You can turn coppers into Crossroads, but you probably don't want more than 2 Crossroads in the deck. They're not the end. It's not terrible because you can Way the Squirrel them. But nobody has a displace yet, so all this is academic at this point.
I think DZ wants us to talk about other things than Dominion.
It's definitely the advantage of dual commentary. At least I don't feel as inspired to talk about random things when I'm talking by myself.
True.
It's not a gift I have.
We could also talk about Sanderson, even though I'm on my Sanderson break. But if we get very desperate.
No, this game seems interesting enough. I still no displays. Interesting. You can't skip displays here, right? That sounds crazy. Oh, you could rush a displays here. I think I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Rush displays into Ranger.
Yeah. They're also like very. They have both have like one Ranger, two Crossroads, and then one has two Scepters. A Heron had the 5/2, right? So a Heron has more stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Guy points out Scepter could be used here to flip the Journey token. That's one form of like setting up your next turn for draw, and then the other form is playing it as a squirrel. So you have to kind of think about which is better. You don't need the plus buy, right? Like you only need 2 plus buy. So, or yeah, 2 buys, which terracubist already has. So which is better? That's a tough call.
I think I would flip the token. And then be sad if I don't see Ranger.
And you want to see Crossroads first, ideally. So it's a pretty big ask with no squirrels in play.
That's true. But then, like, if you see Crossroads and Ranger, it's not flipped correctly. So I would like to rush this place.
Yeah, we'll see if terracubist does that. There are definitely alternatives. You could get like Forum Ranger, which isn't terrible. It's just like I want to trash or pseudo trash these estates.
Ooh.
Okay. Whoa.
Ooh. Okay, completely different.
That was unexpected. And another Ranger. Huh. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna do a like rush double tactician thing, because then you
But
could.
like, how long?
Well, you could like okay. So once you have 2 tacticians, then you can rush displace one of them, and then rush tactician the other. I don't know. There's maybe something there.
That sounds very finicky.
Eventually, the fun all ends when the tactician's empty, and it looks like Heron is following suit. Crafter's Gondola. What is Crafter's Guild?
You can top deck a forecast card.
And then
okay,
Gondola.
So
oh, I see. That's interesting. So, and Ender saying that if you have 2 or more favors,
okay,
and you have a Ranger in hand, but not a Crossroads, and that Ranger draws, you can use Crafters to gain a Gondola. On top of your deck, use the action to play Ranger, and then you still have an action left. That is definitely interesting.
This is very finicky.
But nobody's gotten a contract. Wait, somebody has gotten a contract. Who?
Heron.
Okay. I do like playing with some contracts here. Normally,
so is the plan to like rush a tactician here again?
I would think so. But you can't rush displace and rush tactician, which is sad. Well, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so Ranger, your token isn't down. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. I didn't see that line.
Mhm. Yeah, very cool.
And it's good to add the gondola just because you want a little bit more money so you can double rush. I mean, I still think rushing displays is something you want to do, but this game goes on and displays is still unbought. All right, so this ranger doesn't draw. It's a lot of coins potentially. Do you want to draw with crossroads or ranger here as scepter? Maybe. I have to think about what's down there. 2 copper and question mark.
I mean, you're not playing the ranger.
Yeah, you could play the crossroads.
Yeah, if you want to draw up.
Yeah. Because then you can contract the crossroads if you want, or you can do the like gondola, play crossroads as squirrel. Like you've got lots of options. Okay, yep,
Yeah.
contract the crossroads. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's very nice.
This can be a ranger. No, a gondola. Hmm.
And now you can like crafters gondola if you want to next turn.
I guess these estates are not bad with crossroads in the deck. Maybe that's why displace hasn't been a priority. Oh, the tacticians can become squirrels. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing the vision.
Whoa.
Okay, this is great. I
Whoa.
love
This is
it.
very fun.
Okay,
Very
okay.
fun. We're on board. We're convinced.
I'm
This is
definitely on
great.
board. That is the piece of the puzzle that I didn't have. You play your tactician as squirrel and you scepter it as a tactician. That is incredible.
That's very cool.
Hmm, beautiful.
Yes. We like. Uh didn't I th-
I would just buy a displace. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks good. I like those buys. Scepter is just like so good.
mm-hmm. And we're finally displacing.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully in the future.
Oh yeah, it'd break my heart if that displace became a squirrel.
So we did not crafters gondola, but this seems great. And we will never know if Heron's plan was to scepter a squirrel tactician too, or if
It's true.
Heron's mind was as blown as
Yep,
ours.
I've definitely been in that position, and I'm playing against my opponent. They do something cool. I say, "Oh, great! I'm gonna do that."
Yeah. This looks like a good idea.
Yeah, good thing I happen to have the ability to do the same thing.
Yeah. Amazing.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Hardly even need the draw, but yeah, you might as well.
Okay,
Okay.
so what do you gain off the displays?
Um.
Could gain a gondola,
Yeah,
play
yeah. If you play the
ranger.
gondola, you can play an extra card. So that seems like the play. The payload, yeah, displace. Nobody has anything that costs 6 or more yet, but that can happen in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Scepter works well with the kingdom.
So
Strongest Scepter kingdom I've ever seen, potentially.
we could also display silver into another thing that we want.
No way.
Another scepter or something.
If you and then if your plan is to Scepter displace to get a gondola to play your other card, that's fine. That could work. Oh, the Scepter does stay out when you do the Tactician thing. That's important to note.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know it would do that. That makes sense. Oh, the Tactician and the Scepter. Okay. So there's a downside to that, but worth.
That's why you need more scepters.
Yeah, you just want all the scepters. Okay. Yeah, an early province is pretty reasonable when you're playing with displace.
Yeah.
So you can just set that aside and get a good card.
Yeah.
Probably a gold, so you can get more provinces with displace in the future. But could be any number of things. Forum, scepter.
What is that last card?
So terracubist has a dud here, right? They don't have the favors to bail them out.
But they are tactician, so.
Oh, right. They get to see some more cards,
All
huh?
good. All good.
Okay, what did that displace do? Displace did the same thing.
Gondola. Yeah.
What? Interesting.
I
Okay.
like that contact.
I'm not sure that it's better to contract to Crossroads. I think I'd rather squirrel the Crossroads. Like, if you have the actions, squirrel the Crossroads and get both cards, or get, like, contract back next turn, I think is better.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
But only slightly
Do you
better. But it's just like, because you can.
displace?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
What do we
sorry,
do with this
what?
first scepter? Sure. Because you have 13, so you can mirror your opponent and also get an extra displace off. Yeah, it's going to be a squirrel. That's
Okay.
which seems fine.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dual wielding
Okay.
contracts. All right, we'll see. That is definitely like Heron is going more for reliability. I don't know how necessary that is when you have. Okay, what just happened there? How did that ranger get to be played? Oh, Tactician gives +1 action. Yeah. I think Heron is over investing in reliability. You don't need the two contracts. I forgot the Tactician granted the extra action. I don't play with the card much, it turns out.
I definitely would have. I mean, yeah, I did not see the scepter tactician thing, so I would have looked at the board and be like, it's not a tactician board. It's fine. Gonna ignore this.
Yeah, I saw Rush Tactician, but that is not. I definitely didn't see the Squirrel Scepter Tactician trick.
Okay, so you are displacing stuff here. We're thinking about order.
I would displace province
Thing.
in. Well, yeah. Do you play the Crossroads? Is I think the first question before you displace a green card. I think so. I'm thinking you play Crossroads, then you displace Estate into Gondola, play Tactician as Squirrel, Ranger as Squirrel, and then you Scepter displace Province into whatever. But terracubist is not doing that. I don't know what those bottom two cards are, so there's a copper.
estate copper.
Okay, that's not very good. Probably better to just play Crossroads as a squirrel then. But yeah, all that same thing I said applies here. Estate into gondola. So you have the extra action. And you're going to get 3 squirrels off, which seems incredible. You can do this first, right? Because you can scepter if you still want to play all 3 of those. Like, you can still do that. I don't think you need that contract.
No, me either.
But it is
We have
fine.
to remember to keep like stuff to discard with Tactician.
Oh, that's true.
But I guess we don't play the crossroads, and that's fine.
No, I still like displacing estate into gondola to play crossroads as squirrel. In which case you just keep a copper. But nope, that's not the way.
Ooh.
Okay, 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 okay. I see, I see.
Oh,
That's nifty.
very nice. Yeah. So finicky.
Play order, super tricky stuff there. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you buy here? Could be another contract. If you want that parity, you could just get a scepter because it's a better card. Yeah, I like that. You're trying to get to a point. I think terracubist is at a point where they can threaten. No, it's not easy to threaten triple. I'm trying to think if it's possible. It might be possible. Heron's probably better off leaving 4 provinces in the pile, though, and getting to a position where they can threaten triple.
I don't understand the contract. I feel like it's so difficult to get like it's so costly to get to a point where you get like one, like you can have crafter's guild every turn. I don't know.
You don't need it every turn, but having 2 favors available for it is just like a nice thing to have. And getting 2 coins is a thing you want because, like, on the turn that you win the game, you probably want to buy 2 provinces, or you use all your scepters on displays. Yeah, that probably is more realistic.
But then, where do the provinces come from if you use your displays?
From the
What's the
displays.
reason?
I mean, it seems difficult to build to a spot where you can threaten 4 provinces, and it's not super relevant at this point. Heron just needs to be in a position where they can get 3 next turn, leave 4 in the pile, and they're looking real good. Like, what does terracubist do at that point? They're in a very difficult position. That's I just don't think I'd be setting aside with contract as much as Heron is.
We want to displace the gold. Gain another gold.
What?
Didn't we want to displace the gold, maybe?
I don't want another province. It's too dangerous, I think, to leave 3 provinces in the pile. So I'd rather keep the gold to have more reach next turn. You can displace an estate into something. I don't know. I don't know that you really need much.
When does that ever happen?
Okay, you could displace the gondola into a scepter. That seems pretty good.
Ooh.
Or you could just buy the scepter. Okay, so like if you play all this out, you can have up to 18 coins, and that's enough for province double scepter. Maybe that's just the play.
Nope.
Okay, so one of the gondolas is doing next turn money. Is that the situation? Yeah. Okay, and this is gonna be province scepter, I assume. Gold. Okay. Yeah, that makes some sense. Because now you have two targets that you can displace. Heron is potentially threatening four provinces even.
So
So what does terracubist do? Do they try to take three provinces? Because that, if they can do that without trash, well, yeah, if they can take three provinces, that does put Heron in a difficult spot. Because Heron might struggle to get a province and four duchies and an
okay,
estate.
so that means they have to get a gold somehow. And like, yeah,
And
to play
potentially,
a
if
lot of
they
people.
get a gold to displace into province, and then they have the province, so they can do that, right? They have a province in their deck, so they can displace that into gold, draw up the gold,
Yeah.
and then they can just use a scepter to displace that gold into province. Can they buy two provinces? Is a question.
Yeah, I don't. Hmm.
And if not, then they need to find a way to like scepter displace, scepter draw, scepter displace, right? So they could like get a second gold. No, that's not enough. They would need three scepters for that. They might have enough scepters.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's. Hmm.
A little unlucky not to find any of your green in your opening lot of cards.
Yeah, very unlucky. Sadness.
Because, yeah, they have two estates and a province down there.
So do you just try and like play displays, play ranger, and then try to draw more with scepter?
Terracubist just played Squirrel Crossroads. What? Is that? Oh, that was from Contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and they didn't have the Ranger down, so that's just it. Their turn's over.
I mean, you can still play with scepter, right? You can't do any of the things that you want to do.
I don't
We
think.
can still draw up and like displace them more,
Sure,
but
but so with the, I think the dream of getting three provinces has to be
is
over.
yeah,
So you
yes.
just try to get some green duchies, whatever, and hope your opponent can't. Oh, and you want to get a tactician in play, but you can't.
So you need to rush Tactician.
Oh, but you can if you get a gondola here.
You can also rush
True,
Tactician,
true. But they just drew the
although that's
tactician, so
yeah.
yeah, this is weird. It's so funny because
No, I'm not.
Terracubus like set themselves up for reliability, but the most important thing that they didn't do is get the ranger token in the right spot. Oh wait.
Yeah, brutal.
Oh, you can't buy a. That's right. You can't buy a gondola and then play a scepter. You'd have to scepter.
Scepter
One of those
first.
scepters would have needed to be a a displace to get a gondola in order to like play the final scepter. Like if they wanted to do the tactician squirrel thing, you know.
Yeah.
But here you can just play Tactician normally. Duh.
Yeah.
I did not
But
see
you
that.
don't.
No. There's gonna be another gondola. Don't worry.
I am very worried.
Well, I mean, I don't think terracubist is winning, but they wanted to get the ranger and the journey token in the right spot.
Yeah.
But you can't buy province, so
No. So do you buy a duchy?
yeah,
Or do you
I
not
guess so.
buy
The money
green?
is awkward, but yeah, you need a duchy because if Heron gets 3 provinces, like you need that duchy to be able to win.
Sadness.
Rush the
Yeah.
Dutch.
Yes. Rush it. Rush it though, so that it can do all the things that duchies do. For the style points.
I like the duchy art. It's my favorite of the trio.
I was gonna say, like, compared to a state and province, that's kind of easy.
Province isn't
I always wonder,
terrible.
like, with the province, what is this supposed to be a lake? Like the white?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
It's just there's a whole lot of undeveloped land in that province. That's all I'm gonna say. Where's the duchy? Like you see a little village and some
Yeah,
trails and stuff.
it's very nice. I wonder if those are all by the same artist, those three.
So Cherkivas did not buy a duchy; they bought a gold. Trying to threaten
Oh
more
no.
provinces. I mean, I don't know. You're just in a pretty rough spot. Let's see if Heron can make this work. So they have their 2 golds.
They need
They
more scepters.
so they want you want to displace province into gold and then draw 3 cards. Unfortunately, if you do
I
that,
mean, this is already 3 provinces, though, right? So that should be fine.
well, you want to get 4. You want to win the game.
Okay.
So it's a little bit awkward, right? Because if you displace province into gold, you play crossroads, you don't quite draw it. That's probably fine. You just play crossroads again, and you get the gold. And then you have 2 scepters. Oh, do you have a 3rd scepter? That's the question.
Well, you don't.
Okay.
Interesting. We
Yeah.
stopped
Okay, so
buying
do you
scepters or
have the
something.
money? So you have 2 coins right now. Plus 7 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus yeah. 1 scepter is 2 coins. So you have it. You play the displaced trashing gold. You play one of the scepters as displaced trashing gold. And then
Mm.
you play out your 16
Mhm.
coins and buy two provinces.
Is that 16? I thought it was 15.
9
I think
plus
it's
6.
15.
Oh, it is 15.
So close.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah. I mean, you still go for those 3 provinces, I assume.
And a duchy, I assume.
So that means that terracubist has 5 scepters, which could mean many, 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 many duchies,
Tergibus
potentially.
has trouble drawing, though. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So you need 5 duchies in the province?
Okay, critical that they saw a crossroads there. It looks like they're not drawing anymore until they're by. Well, I mean, you could play another crossroads. I guess you might as well.
Yeah, you definitely need all your scepters. Well, I guess not definitely, but
Yeah, I mean, you're not having another turn, so playing the Crossroads seems like a no-brainer. Whereas the Ranger, you can displace into a Duchy. So hold on to that.
yeah. Okay, so we displace Ranger into Duchy, Tactician into Duchy, Gold into
Into
Hmm.
Province.
Well, that would still work, right? If you can buy
Province can also be displaced into Duchy. You got lots of targets. Wait, why did you play the Ranger? What are you doing?
because you need your last scepter, but then like you don't.
I mean, I think you probably have it as terracubist, but you don't need to play that Ranger, and in fact, you shouldn't.
Do you have enough? You can. This should be enough,
Yeah, you've
right?
got buys too. Yeah, you've got it.
Yeah.
But with the Ranger, you have it certainly. Without the Ranger, I'm not as sure.
No, I think you do because you can displace 5 things, right? And so you can displace gold into
Uh huh.
province
Province and
contract,
Tactician.
tactician, gondola,
Yeah.
into duchy, and then by duchy.
Yeah. Okay. It
All right.
works.
You got this, Tara.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing where when you're playing, for some reason, your brain struggles really hard to
Oh,
like
absolutely.
evaluate whether or not, because I don't know, it's just so
Yeah.
different when you're commentating. I think it's just like the things you don't have to worry about, like just like responding with the interface and like play order, and we're focused on like, hey, can you win this turn? And terracubist should be too, but playing that ranger makes you think like, oh, like they had half a mind towards their next turn. They were like, oh, I should flip this token over because otherwise
Yeah.
the ranger does nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you don't need
Absolutely.
the plus buy, like 3 is plenty.
Yeah, it's definitely less stressful, and then sometimes you get like tunnel vision and
Yep, tunnel
stuff.
vision, stress. Yep.
I have overlooked like an empty pile and
Whoa,
was
careful, careful. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
oh
What are
no.
you doing?
Oh no.
What? Oh my
Oh, okay. Okay,
goodness.
we just
So
we
much
just went
slack.
about this
So much
differently.
slack.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Terracubus got fewer points than our plan was going to get, but it worked. It's enough. All that matters is that you get at least one more VP than your opponent. All right, so Terracubus on the board, 2-1 in Heron's favor, heading into game 4. We got Crossroads again. The least finicky village in the village mix? Question mark.
Mhm. Mhm. Inspiring duplicate is funny.
So we have Scepter, but it's not nearly as exciting of a Scepter kingdom.
I mean it's fine for flagships, I guess.
I have no idea how that works. Oh my
Or
god,
just
that's so
play your
confusing.
flagship again.
So it stays out until, yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, so yeah, interesting. It's fine-ish with Sculptor, but only Sculptor gaining silver. We got Summon also. Summon flagship could be incredible.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
what we're missing here is trashing. We don't have any until a pile empties, at which point Carpenter becomes remodel.
Well, there's guide, so
Yep, that does not trash.
yeah, it's might be a workaround.
Yeah, I mean they played without trashing for most of last game, so
It's true.
they've been there. Although the draw here is not nearly as strong.
It is not.
I've never been inspired by duplicate. This board is not
You
changing my
have,
mind.
if you have nice cost reduction, that's pretty fun.
See, when I have nice cost reduction, I like to get more of the cost reduction card by buying it.
I don't understand.
Let me break it down. You see, if you have 4 bridge trolls in play, you could, like buy and play some duplicates, and then you could duplicate a province buy, or you could just empty the bridge trolls and then win the next turn with a lot less fuss.
Okay, fine. Let me love and duplicate a little bit.
It's what would you do? I mean, it's playable on this board. I feel like it's tough to draw. I don't think this is gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be deck control in this game. I'd be surprised. Let's
Okay.
go. Terracubist said, "I heard you like flagship. Have another."
You this surely you open crossroads here.
Well, I don't think Heron was planning it, but now that they have 2 flagships, they might. I I would guess that they were planning to open Guide or Silver. Yeah, they stick with Silver. But Terracubus gets the Crossroads because they put 2 terminals in their deck intentionally. Okay, so yeah, the advantage of not taking Crossroads is like for Heron, they don't have to waste a flagship play on Crossroads, right? If like Crossroads is just
Mm.
like if you have 1 green in hand, it's like, oh, you're flagshipping a cantrip. Whereas they bought a sculptor, and if you flagship a sculptor, that's a lot more exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And now you could also just summon a thing that you want to play if
You
you want
could,
to, but
you
you probably don't.
could think about how amazing it would be, inspiring
Yes.
even, to flagship
Uh-huh.
a duplicate twice.
Well, yes.
Yes, but also no. That's right. Marchland didn't make it into this mix. When Marchland mix when?
Have you played with Marchland yet?
No, no, I don't play Dominion. I just I just talk about it.
You're saving it for League?
I guess, yeah. I just don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be excited when it comes up in a league game. I like alt VP cards. I think they move the game in a direction that I prefer. Well, that is alt VP cards that can't be gained by Groom in particular.
Yeah.
Here we are, sculpting some things. This is. Wait, I feel like I missed something. Okay, yeah, yeah. We've already sculpted once as Heron, a double sculpt, a triple sculpt. Sorry, on turn 5. And now we have another big sculpt. Duplicate being gained. The guide was
Yeah.
inspired by that duplicate play.
Warms my heart.
So Heron gained a bunch of silver, and the problem with gaining a bunch of silver is silver's not a great card.
Yeah, and now it's just like in your deck. Well, here's the tragedy with this duplicate is that you can't play your flagship with it, which is probably why they undid that.
It sure is sad. Yeah, maybe you should just undo that gain. So Heron's bought 2 provinces. Just want to point that out. So, I mean, maybe that's enough.
We got 2 duplicates? That's a lot of duplicates.
Yep.
Maybe they heard you. I heard you scoring duplicate, and they're like, "Let's show."
Nope. Need more
Let's show
duplicates.
Aku.
Let's keep. Come on. You got to call your duplicates on that duplicate gain, right? Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. I was joking.
This is on you.
What is happening?
Well, clearly they see the power of duplicate.
But do you? Like, what's the plan?
I mean, this is nice, right? You can play your flagship and then play your guide, or not. Do completely different things. Fine.
Is it for fairgrounds, right? Is that the plan? I just don't know.
But like fairgrounds, how are you gonna get your fairgrounds up to?
I mean, 4VP fairgrounds are fine. I mean, when you can duplicate them, right? They're better than Duchy.
That is true. With your 5,000 duplicates that you just got.
Much easier to get fairgrounds to be worth 4VP than Marchland.
Is it?
Yeah. You need 12 VP cards for Marchland to be worth 4.
You could also have like mini Marchlands.
I mean, it's got an ungain, so it's not a completely fair comparison that I gave. But in terms of actual VP amount, I'm pretty sure Fairgrounds comes out ahead.
So it depends on how many. I didn't read like the bottom line of Marchland at first, and I was like, "What is this card?" Turns out reading helps.
The entire card holds unexpected surprises.
Yeah.
I'm just confused about what does flagship say? Like, does duplicate get replayed by flagship? Is that a thing? Like, the flagship just does nothing and just goes out of play, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just confused. You know? Just Heron was in a good spot. He was like buying provinces and didn't have a bunch of crappy cards in his deck, but now I don't know.
Yeah, they just did it. They really pounced on the duplicate pile.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. Yeah, so the flagship played the duplicate, which did nothing. I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm reading the log to try to understand what happened in this game.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
It just plays very poorly with flagship, which Heron has like 5 or 6 of.
I mean, if you line up like flagships, sculptors, duplicates, you should be able to pile soonish, but also you have to line that up.
Yeah, great. That sounds like something I'd love. If I'm Heron, I would love my opponent terracubist to pile out while I have 20 plus more VP than they do. That sounds like an amazing swing.
I'm talking about Heron here.
Yeah, but you can also win by just doing what you were doing, is having a better deck to buy provinces. Like, all the deck control in the world doesn't matter if you just have an insurmountable VP lead. See, here's what I think. Here's my theory for what happened. Last game, right? Heron observed terracubist pull off an incredible synergy with Squirrel Tactician into Scepter playing Tactician, right? and like, oh man, that was awesome. And now they see terracubist gain like 4 duplicates in a row. They're like, oh my gosh, there must be something here. Like they see some
Yeah.
crazy synergy. I need to get on this before they get all the duplicates.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not there. There is no crazy duplicate synergy in this kingdom. Terracubist just
In before.
did it for reasons unknown.
In before. Yeah, I definitely feel like, I don't know, maybe Heron is just like now waiting for terracubist to show them the magic. Be like, so what do I do with the duplicate now?
Terracubist is thinking the same thing. Hmm. What do I do? What do I do now? What's plan? What's step 2 of this plan?
Yeah.
They could buy province. That's reasonable, but I don't know. Guide is awkward with flagship too. It's like it's not you get something, but it's like you don't get much. Like you probably want those flagships. Oh wait, no, the flagships are going to be called on sculptor. Oh my gosh, you're gaining so many things. Okay, so you probably want to gain a messenger here, right? In addition to a silver, so you have plus buy because you just have a lot of stuff. Oh, you can also get carpenter now, which means you can trash that estate if you want to. Okay, none of those things are happening. And terracubist doesn't have plus buy or plus gains. I'm just so confused. Like you had 12 coins. Why did you Strumpf, I'm confused.
I'm sorry. Even if we don't understand it, we can still watch and be amazed or be confused.
Yeah, mostly the latter. I'm gonna take this opportunity to refill my glass of water.
Mm-hmm. Good luck. I feel so alone. So I have not played a lot. Well, that's probably not true. I've played a couple games with Marchlin, and mostly I feel like they just make, because I don't understand how best to play with it yet. I feel like they just hello um uh make the game a lot longer. Probably because I like clicking on it just now, and it does not make.
Mm. All right, I'm refreshed.
The match score is 2-1 for
Terracubist.
Heron.
Wait,
No,
you're right. I
Heron.
even wrote it down. After Terracubist's amazing win last game, I just assumed that they must be up, but no, that's not the case. Heron won the first 2 games.
All right. I paid full attention to the game. I was not talking about Marchland while you were gone.
But how many duplicates can Heron put on his mat at a given time? I want to see 6. I want them to pull that off. Then it's kind of scary if they buy a fairgrounds, you know? Boom, 7 fairgrounds. That's something.
I mean, was that not the plan? I thought that was the plan.
I got no idea what the plan is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot.
It's just this flagship, right? Okay, so like Heron's in a spot where it'd be nice to play the duplicate first because they can inspiring play the sculptor. But if they do that, the flagship does nothing. Like it just replays duplicate pointlessly. So they actually want to play sculptor first.
Ooh.
And then the inspiring
Well,
of duplicate does nothing. Wait, can they play duplicate with inspired duplicate? Does that work? I think it works.
no.
But the duplicate isn't in play anymore,
You
right?
can't
Because it's
play.
on your tavern mat.
Oh. Ooh.
Look at the power of inspiring duplicate. It can play another copy of itself.
It is powerful. Stop making fun about it.
Oh, look at
It's so
this.
powerful. Look at it.
So do you get 5 fairgrounds here?
Wow. Well, you can't, but you can get 4.
No, you can get 5.
No, you only had 3 duplicates.
Oh, there was a guide on the tavern mat. I'm very disappointed in Heron.
Okay, so what's the comeback? We have 3 duplicates. So we could gain all those fairgrounds, but then we lose.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not doing that.
I recommend buying a province.
I guess. We could get another crossroads. With the province.
You can get a 4 cost or 2 cost. Well, yeah, you can get and anything costing 4 or less with the province, right?
No, not 4.
Can't you play this flagship?
Yeah, but then you have 11.
Oh, yeah. 11 minus 8 is 3.
Yes.
In that case, you can't really increase your unique count, can you now?
That's true.
Oh well.
You could also go for duchies, I guess, but that's probably a little desperate. All right, so look at these strong duplicates. Amazing.
It's pretty good to have 2 on the board at this state for Heron. This buy sure seems irrelevant. Get Carpenter. That's my recommendation.
You're not going to see it ever, but
Yeah, that's why you should get it. It's
okay,
a
yeah,
unique.
I see.
Well, I mean, it'd be
Yeah.
good if you did see it, but it's a unique.
Yeah.
No, I don't like
Yeah.
that. I don't like that guide at all.
There
Yeah. So
probably
Heron
is.
can get 3 fairgrounds. That's probably game over. I feel like Heron would have had all the provinces by now if they didn't mess around with duplicate, but I could be wrong. Are they going to call some duplicates on these duchies? It makes sense to call at least one. Probably just one. We know it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter if because Heron can just take 3 fairgrounds, but terracubist doesn't know that. So they
That's
probably
true.
want to be in a position to take 4 fairgrounds next turn, if that can win them the game.
Which is unclear.
That sure is.
Oh no.
I mean, Scepter was so good to terracubist last game. It'd be a shame not to buy one.
Well, they're definitely trying to get a lot of
Uniques. When you have 0 fairgrounds, a bold move.
Hmm.
But that 1 fairgrounds they may or may not buy will be worth, maybe 6 VP. Heron just had to double check. Wait, this is as good as I think it is, right?
Well, that's it.
That's it, indeed.
So 3-1 for Heron match point.
So many silvers.
It's okay.
Ended with 4 villagers. Lovely. They're ready for the post-game credits. They're ready for the fleet turn.
Ooh, inspiring again. Ooh,
Inspiring patrician. That's flavorful. You know?
That's nice.
It's like Julius Caesar there is inspiring.
It is very inspiring. I guess since like patrician is inspiring, you don't prince does not seem as important.
It'd be pretty nice to prince 1 patrician. I'm feeling hearing my voice a little bit, Strumpf, so I don't know if it's possible for you to use headphones or...
Oh, sure.
Can also prince an imp, which is pretty good.
All right.
TZ has contrasted this board with the great many boards where magpies do not empty.
I mean, that's definitely like usually the last pile to empty.
So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a situational thing. If you find yourself with 8 coins, I think if I found myself with 8 coins, I would probably buy Prince. But I don't know if that will happen.
Oh, there's not a lot of gains on this board.
I mean, there's Artisan.
Yeah, that's the only plus gain.
Seems like enough, especially with castles and cemetery.
Oh, see, I had partial blindness. Those castles? Where? I see them now.
Okay, so we have a Magpie versus Exorcist open. Get a little bit of a non-mirror. I like that.
I do like the Exorcist open. In my heart of hearts,
I think it's fine.
what I wish for on this board is to Prince an Imp.
It's pretty
Just good. Putting it out there.
I think there's a decent chance of that happening. Yeah, so Exorcist, not very good at hitting 5. But hitting 5 here, not super important, I think. I guess there's Summon, which is what Terracubist does on turn 3. And potentially turn 4. You can't summon an Exorcist though, right? That's where Demand would be better. Is Terracubist like just trying to hit 6? Is that the plan? It's a reasonable plan.
I'm just trying to get all the magpies.
I think they're gonna buy Artisan.
We're very close. Oh yeah, yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe we're trashing.
Okay. Yeah, it's also Ghost, but I don't know.
Is this the first magpie for Heron? I feel like terracubist is all the magpies.
Terracubist saw that Heron didn't open Magpie and decided to make it the centerpiece of their strategy.
Yeah.
It was a little bit awkward. I maybe summon a Patrician or just buy an Exorcist. One of the two.
could also get more trashing in, but I don't know how valuable that is right now.
That doesn't seem very good to me. Like, terracubist has nothing in their deck except
Magpies.
Yeah. That's it. And if they trash an extra copper, like, can they even afford an artisan? I don't even know. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
What is happening? Okay, so Heron has 2 magpies. At least.
I feel like
At least 2.
I would rather have a patrician there instead of a magpie as terracubist, but I suppose it doesn't make too much difference.
All right, so this is what we got.
Okay. Terracubist is confused. They can't buy any more magpies, so
like, wait, what? The pile is empty. DZ said it's like not common that the magpie pile empties. So confused.
So we got a summoned inspiring patrician coming up for Heron, which looks incredible with this starting hand. Okay, this is like gain torture, summon patrician, right? That looks good to me.
Yes. I support that. I want that. Make it happen.
Make it so.
Manifest it.
There are worlds where the first artisan play gains Exorcist, but those worlds were conditional on seeing a green card in your starting hand, I think.
Ooh.
They really want a second artisan, it looks like. I mean, this can be fine. Whoa, that was a snap choice to gain a curse. Interesting. I guess they're just like really planning to cemetery trash here. Seems reasonable, but I'm just shocked at how fast that decision was.
That was very fast.
Let's go, Prince. Prince of the Imps. Wait, do they have an imp? No, they don't have an imp. It's not happening.
No, I'm so disappointed.
Okay, what's on top? Magpie. Artisan. Okay. So you can artisan, top deck torture, artisan for cemetery, and then summon a patrician. Okay, that's different. I guess the plan is to discard torture to Haunted Woods to get a ghost.
Haunted Mirror.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And then buy a patrician.
Yes.
Okay. Not the best looking hand for terracubist, but they did that to themselves, top decking 2 copper.
True. Ooh, do we Prince Magpie or do we Prince... Okay.
Prince the Wisp.
Is that better in general?
Than Magpie? I don't know. Seem pretty similar. You can like exercise the Magpie into something better than Wisp, so it's got so it's got that going for it. Yeah, this is too surprising to me.
Yeah. So you trash down Game Patrician?
I think I like I preferred my line to the one that terracubist took. The top deck torture by gain the cemetery by summoned patrician. I think it would have been better.
Do you gain a ghost here? Oh. Or not.
Gain. Yep.
I do.
It looks like
Ghost,
it.
yeah. All right.
A few magpies.
Like almost all of them.
Huh. Ooh, that's clever. I don't know that you need the extra action, but now you have it if you need it. Oh, you hit the patrician anyway. Oh, then never mind. That patrician never does any inspiring
No.
actions. Okay, so you can like artisan a torture and ghost it.
Yes. Yes. And either by
Or that.
cemetery or
Yeah,
okay.
I like this because you can artisan mid-turn for more tortures if you want. Like starting your turn with something that's inspiring is very nice. Wait, but that didn't happen.
It did not.
Oh, do you need that coins? Why not? What?
Why didn't we?
Why, if you're not going to play the Emporium, why wouldn't you ghost it? It seems way better to ghost than Magpie.
It does. I'm confused.
Oh, was that a third artisan? That seems ambitious.
It seems that way, yeah.
I guess you could. I mean, piles get pretty low. You can use artisans to pile out with cemetery, right? Once the Emporiums are gone. So it is kind of nice to have that pile threat. Incredibly, Heron still has 2 estates left. I don't know how this happened. I haven't been paying too much attention. So it must have been they have 2 coppers gone. So it must have been they had some situations where Exorcist just didn't collide with the state. Huh? No! What are you doing? You what?
Ooh, what? Okay.
Okay.
What?
It looks like somehow there's going to be a dud here for Heron. You know, let me just say, you know what Exorcist is really good at? It's trashing estates and turning them into will-o-wisps. I feel like if you open Exorcist and have 2 estates left on turn 12 or turn 11, you may have made some misplays along the way. That's my bold suggestion.
So judgy. I mean, it's not necessarily a dud. They are still like
It is not,
trying.
yeah.
But
yeah, no, it's unlucky not to see some better cards here, but
this.
But you
this
know,
is
you
very
trashed a good card, the
yes.
Emporium,
Yes.
to gain a not good card, a ghost, instead of trashing an estate, a not good card, into a will-o-wisp, which is a good card. So some of that is on Heron. Like imagine they draw Ghost here with this Emporium. It could happen. So do you trash the cemetery? You do, okay. To buy province? For a little safety there?
Probably.
Yeah, I'd like a province that does protect you against just 4 cemetery gains from Heron, which I don't think is possible. They have 1 artisan, and there's no plus buy, so yeah, maybe you can be greedy and buy something else. Oh, they also have the prince, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, they also have the prince.
And like if they torture you, I don't know. Is that like dangerous with the curses? I'm not sure.
Right, the
But yeah, they
curse
definitely
pile,
don't
good
have the
call.
gains.
Because they do have 2 torturers in deck.
Yeah. Which it's not guaranteed that they see them. Um
Yeah, I
very
think
much
as
not guaranteed.
terracubist, you're probably fine to take 2 curses. And then if a third torture is played, you discard. I think that's safe. Like, leaving 2 curses in the pile, I mean, if they
Right.
use their
If you
artisan to gain
take
a curse, like, okay.
yeah. So you take the province here,
You
is
could
what you're
you could
saying?
you
Yeah.
you could. You don't even need to. Like, you're pretty safe. Terracubus is pretty safe.
Oh, look at them finding both of their torturers. Amazing.
Okay. That's good for Heron. It would have been very unlucky for them to dead there.
Yeah.
I just don't like gaining that ghost like in a game that seems poised to end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Terracubus,
Like
on
I
the other
guess
hand, could have a dud.
yes. I guess the question is what I hear you discard, and
Mm-hmm.
then the question is a little bit what Heron does.
Yeah, does Heron try to gain and play another torturer? It could be really annoying for Terracubist. I guess they just get rid of the coppers and just have a dead turn.
Hmm. Is Heron going to buy a
Heron,
province?
Heron could gain in a cemetery to trash 2 estates and a curse, and then buy province. That does make it easier for Terracubus to end the game, so yeah, probably can't afford to do that.
Oh,
Okay. Makes sense.
like so lucky.
Okay, so you can artisan for ooh yeah,
Torture.
but then you can't end it on cemeteries this turn. But it is still probably the play.
Well,
Okay, that all
the
looked like a reasonable start. I think you just keep playing Magpies till you run out. See what if you can draw into your torturer. One of your 2.
yeah. See if you get lucky like Heron.
Nope.
You
So yeah, Terracubus can't end the game this turn. So now they need to think about what the best line is to set up a win for next turn. They could like stop here, ghost the artisan or something. Or yeah, better yet probably to artisan for torture and duchy and ghost the torture. That looks pretty great. And you can buy Humble Castle. Sure, why not?
Oh, see, I forgot about the castles again.
I don't think they're gonna play a big role since Cemetery is so low, but it's just like a little like what are you gonna buy with 3 coins was my thinking. But
So
yeah,
as Heron, do you just take the curse, right? Because then you
I wouldn't play the torture this turn. Oh, that's
oh.
interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, my thought was to just stop the turn there. Is artisan gain torture, top deck torture. Artisan gain duchy, top deck duchy. Then when you play ghost, you clear out the duchy and set up a double torture for next turn. And then you buy Humble Castle and you've gotten 4 extra VP, so you go up to 17. Heron can't end it with cemeteries, and hopefully they can't gain the 12 or 11 or 12 VP needed to avoid like your pile out on cemeteries next turn. That was my thinking. But terracubist decided to go with a gain and play scholar approach, which is definitely interesting.
That's like, it's unfortunate that they used up all their inspiring
Yeah,
energy.
they sure did. They have a bunch of actions they can't
Hmm.
make great use of.
So risky.
Is it? I'm trying to think.
Probably not, but
Oh, yeah. Can
it feels risky.
yeah. It's so close, but yeah, that was well thought out by Heron. Because if terracubist could play to both of these artisans, they would be able to tie at least. No, they'd be able to win, right? If they could gain curse, gain cemetery, trashing 2 curses, and then buy curse, that would be enough. But they're out of inspiration, so that was good calculation by Heron taking that curse.
This is definitely heartbreaking.
I don't know. It's not that bad. You can top deck the torture and ghost it at least. And you buy a province, so more of a points buffer.
True. But it could have been like if the...
And you can get a duchy here if you really want the points. Like duchy province. Maybe you need to do that because you have to worry about, like, if you take... You can't take 2 curses from your opponent. If you take 1 curse, then the risk is that they artisan for a curse and buy a province. So you need to have enough points so that they can't win if they do that. Because, like, you need to be able to take 1 curse. Otherwise, Heron can just make you discard down to 1 or 0. Which maybe is not the end of the world if you goes to torture, actually. Oh, that's bold. I mean, it works, again. Like, you can leave 3 cemeteries that you're allowed. But it's like... Both of these players have a very keen understanding of what their opponent is capable of.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Still no torturer. Oh, there's a torturer there. Right, so you can Emporium, play the torturer. That seems like the thing to do. I would save the artisan for later.
You don't take the curse, do you?
You can take 1. You're allowed to take 1 curse. Huh. Oh, you have Scholar in hand. That's crazy. But yeah, you have a ghosted torturer, so you can just keep discarding if you want.
That's true.
It'd certainly be better if you didn't have to discard these cards. I'm kind of surprised about keeping the Scholar, though, instead of the Artisan. Is that what happened? Yeah. They discarded an Artisan and a Magpie, not the Scholar, but you start your turn with the double torture. Maybe terracubist just forgot that they have that ghosted or something. I don't know. I can't explain that. Like, getting rid of an Artisan seems bad.
Seems irresponsible.
I would have just taken a curse. Then if the opponent plays a second torture, I discard curse and Scholar. And that seems great. Now you have to gain a curse. Like, probably,
yeah.
Which you should have done first.
Wait, Heron only has this 1 artisan, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Strange.
Mix up. Ooh, that's not a province. Terracubist looks poised for victory, but they could get foiled if they don't see both artisans.
No, they just buy curse.
Oh. That's pretty easy.
Yeah. The easiest. It's done. Click on the curse. No, click on the curse.
Gotta play this other torture to make Heron gain the curse.
Aww. I really don't know. I really don't like when people keep playing, but I always assume that they don't see the obvious thing, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Now, terracubist clawing their way back. It's 2-3.
Yeah. So we're still at match point for Heron, but Heron now is player 1 again. And only needs a tie.
That doesn't help too much as player 1.
That is true. Yes, you should probably do that. I don't know if like... All right. Okay.
It's a lot of terminal cards.
So many terminals. Where's the village?
Well, there's Broker. The most awkward of plus actions. Yikes. But you can prince a horse that you get via scrap. So that's...
Yes.
That's good fun.
You can also sculptor a lot of money and then trash it with Broker.
Yeah, that's okay.
Amazing.
You can also
Trapper's Lodge is the one that trashes action cards for action cards, right?
Oh. No, it's top decking. That would have been incredible. Because I don't think that one has a... It's called like, is it Woodworkers?
Or... Oh, yeah. That's Woodworkers. Yeah, you're right.
I get Crafters is the gain of 4 cost, right? But Woodworkers is...
Yes.
Yeah, that one confuses me because Woodcutter from the OG first edition.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm looking at...
Well, I guess it's not a... Yeah,
at Heron having Chapel in hand for turn 2. And I'm like, surely that's not the ally that lets you top deck the card that you just bought. No.
Pretty sad times. Heron doesn't get to trash any estates. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Terracubist also potentially has that predicament. both players are probably thinking, man, this is so unlucky. My opponent's going to be way ahead.
Yeah. Equal opportunity by luck. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, both players had identical draws.
So we can just like keep going on an equal playing field. On an evil playing field. So evil.
This is always like a tough choice. Not for terracubist. That choice is trivial. Well, I guess the thought is whether you buy scrap or silver. Maybe scrap is better. Hadn't thought of that.
You scrap the chapel, or...
Yeah.
Well, what is the thought? But is that better than gaining...
Well, it depends. So you can scrap the chapel to gain a silver and whatever, and then you can gain like a wishing well. And maybe that's better if you're content with 3 copper. Yeah, my question, like my thought was for Heron, like, do you trash coppers or do you just buy 5 cost?
Oh, no, you buy the 5 cost.
Whoa. Okay, so terracubist bought a scrap and also didn't trash the estate. because they looked forward more turns than I did and thought, oh, well, I know what I'm trashing on turn 5, but I don't have anything to trash with my scrap on turn 6. But now they do. Problem solved. It would have been very sad, however, if their scrap had bottom decked, but they were willing to take that chance. Yeah, I like terracubist line better.
I'm going to trust you and wait and see to understand what is happening.
Like Heron just had a really not good line there. Heron on turn 5, like that's a really uninspiring turn 5.
Shouldn't you? Wouldn't that?
I guess they're in an okay spot though, because they can +1 coin with scrap and gain a 5, which is probably sculptor.
I mean, it's not the inspiring mix.
Incredible guess by terracubist as to what was on top of the deck.
Amazing.
So, yeah, what's the line? This is interesting. Can you get to Prince next turn? Is that a play you want to make? I honestly, I don't know how to proceed in this game.
Yeah, you would scrap.
Like, you can gain a silver, and
You
you
gain a
can
silver
gain
and
a
you scrap
horse.
a thing.
Yeah, but scrap what? Like, not another silver. That's no good.
You're
So,
wishing well.
yeah, horse? Okay. No, I think you scrap the horse if you can.
But you can't.
But you can't. Okay, well, there's no prince there for terracubist, but
No, I think you would have needed to play the horse.
yeah, probably. I forgot about
And
the
then
sculptor you were buying. That helps you make the money you need.
so here Heron gains a silver,
Trash a
scrap
copper.
a copper,
Maybe.
buys another sculptor.
Could buy. Okay.
Or a wishing well. Ooh, what
Well,
is
that's
happening?
not happening. Okay, that seems reasonable. Gold instead of modify.
Okay.
A little surprising.
I guess it kind of almost guarantees you.
I guess it's fine because now
Okay.
you can scrap a silver, and that does feel pleasant.
More or less pleasant than scrapping a gold.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Yeah, you could do that too. Scrapping a gold is no bad thing to do. Yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
don't know if it's like a good thing to do here, but in general.
No, I think it totally works. If Heron draws a gold with the horse, I would totally scrap it. But they didn't.
Wah, wah.
So you scrap the silver and it's fine. Card action horse or something. It all works.
Well, good news is that Heron can prince their horse, but terracubist does not have a horse. Has the prince, does not have the horse.
Aha. So they need to get that.
Yeah.
Which they will presumably do right here.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I want to play with a modify. It's the cleanest way to get rid of these coppers, which I kind of like. And you can also remodel like silvers that you gained from sculptor. You can like non-terminally remodel them into broker or ranger, which you can then scrap for a little extra benefit. I think it's all pretty good. So I would get a modify here.
For both of them.
I'm thinking of terracubist, maybe for Heron. I just have to. Yeah, sure, for Heron too. Heron might have one fewer copper though, which. Yeah, I think that's the situation. still a reasonable get. I don't know what else you want. You could get a gold as heron. Oh, no, I don't like that ranger. But I don't know the plan. No, I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't know what that ranger's doing. We'll find out. Okay, so terracubist faced with a difficult decision. And first they're gonna do that, yeah. Now they still don't see a horse and they're sad.
Very sad.
So they probably have
I
to
mean, they can
settle for
wish for it.
Prince. Yeah, but I think you settle for Princing the Wishing Well. I don't know. Nope. Oh, because you can sculpt for another Wishing Well. So you do have.
You could also sculpt for a warehouse and then try to find a
Oh!
horse with that.
Oh, no. Maybe you just settle.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. Making lemonade.
Make lemonade out of your rangers.
Out of your prince. Well, yeah, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, that makes more sense. This is a cool. I don't think I've played with Scrap and Sculptor before. There's a cool little synergy there, where you get the villager from gaining silver, and then Scrap can gain you the other things you want.
It's you could say it's finicky. I'm sorry.
I don't even think it's plus actions though, like because Sculptor is action neutral and so is Scrap. You're never actually gaining actions with that sequence. You're just gaining other things, like you can gain a horse.
That's true. Well, Heron can prince another horse.
Yep, Heron looks ahead. I don't think they needed
But you
rangers,
probably don't.
but they have
Do you
them.
think they're gonna? Is it better to prince the horse here or just prince the ranger?
Prince a horse. It's just the best thing to prince. I don't even know why they have rangers. I guess for plus buy. But man,
Because they have so much money.
I don't think I even play a ranger this turn as Heron. I think I just scrap a ranger.
Oh, apparently that's why what terracubist planned for their ranger.
Well, yeah, I mean they have Prince to Ranger. So next turn they are getting a bunch of cards. There's no denying that. They don't have the money to buy another Prince. Oh no, they're still deciding on scrap. Okay, so they do. So they can buy a Prince here. Can they buy a Prince and get a horse? I think so, right?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Cool.
Here we go.
We assume. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like they have that ranger down, so they've fully drawn their deck with the wishing well. Very nice. Meanwhile, scrap a ranger. No. Oh man, I don't like it.
Just, poor horsey.
Like if you're double princing ranger, I feel a little better, but having one prince ranger, it really rubs me the wrong way. I guess there's another horse down there, so maybe it's all fine.
But
okay,
as a horse set aside, they have 2 horses now.
Yeah, that's great. I wonder why. Okay, I guess I just want 2 rangers. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, now they're getting enough cards. I don't know. Seems premature to have the rangers, but it is nice to have the plus buy. I won't deny it. But they have like excessive draw between the 2 princes and the pair of rangers.
Oh yeah. Maybe they're gonna gain a 3rd prince.
I don't think I would as Heron, but maybe. I think it's province time. Oh, unexpected.
It's 3-2 for Heron. Heron is at match point. I don't know if Mayo is in chat. Is in voice chat. Oh well. Heron is winning. It's a little. I mean, Heron seems ahead here, but
Ranger, I assume, because you don't have a ranger in. You have your journey token's not in a good place for next turn, so I think I want a ranger here. Maybe you scrap it. No, you don't have a scrap anymore. Maybe you modify. I don't like that silver at all. I think Heron just seems way ahead.
Yeah. No, don't go.
I would really like a modify as Heron. I want one. I want one very badly. Province double modify?
Modify. Go.
I don't know about the second modify, but maybe.
They heard you.
Yep, okay.
Yes. All right.
It just gives you so much more reach, especially as Heron with both golds, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you can just leave provinces at, I mean, either 3 or 4, and well, if you leave them at 3, no, yeah, leave them at 3 or 4, and you're just in great shape. Because if they're 3 when they come around to you, 3 or 2, you just guaranteed win. So, yeah, it's a really strong position that Heron's in. I expect Heron to win. Now, if castles were in the kingdom, it'd be a different story. But without castles,
for a second, I thought castles were there, and I just hadn't seen them again.
nah, but with castles or even fairgrounds or even marchland, there'd be some like counterplay for terracubist. But as it is, like you need to contest provinces, and your opponent just has a ton of reach with those 2 modifies and 2 golds.
So, is this just because of draw? You said you like terracubist line better at the beginning of the game. Is that just because
Heron caught a good break being able to prince the horse, right? Terracubist had to settle for a prince ranger.
Yeah,
That
because
was
I couldn't.
that was a big turn. They were pretty even up to that point, right? Because Heron is player 1, and I preferred Terracubist line, so I thought they were pretty even up to the point. You know, like Terracubist did buy the prince first, but they couldn't prince the horse.
Yeah.
Even like on the same turn, like obviously they couldn't prince the horse the turn after they gained prince because they didn't have one. But even the turn after that, they just didn't pair it, so they ended up having to settle for a prince ranger. I think that was what turned it in Heron's favor, and then Heron's made some good choices since then. Although I would have gained a modify earlier. And also I was a little skeptical of the early rangers, but at this point in the game, having a pair of rangers is fantastic. So it all worked out. Actually, they're a little low on draw. Just
Heron or
just slightly. Heron is at this point a little low on draw. Because with their 2 princes and the ranger, they can draw 9 cards. So they have 4 more to draw. I think they have 1 horse. So yeah, they're just a little bit short. No big deal. They can also sculpt a wishing well. Which, honestly, I think I would have done last turn instead of sculpting 2 silvers.
Ooh. What happened? Okay. I forgot that terracubist already bought a province. I was like, where did this province come from?
Hey, did you know monkeys in the kingdom?
I did.
I think
Monkey
I
is
would gain
very
and play a monkey
cute.
here.
Although I feel like the googly-eyed monkey is superior to the non-googly-eyed monkey.
That may be. Yeah.
It's like, maybe it's like the cutest thing ever. I always love when I can use it reasonably.
Maybe monkey is too much draw, now that I think about it. Because you have the ranger, the asymmetrical ranger coming up. What if you gained a prince instead? What if you bought prince here? With the plan to prince another ranger next turn? Nah. It's all just too slow.
Yeah. I think that time has passed.
Broker?
And then what?
None of the broker modes seem very appealing. Gold Duchy. From what? With what money? I count 10 coins. Trash province, top deck 8 things. Yep. That's a potential win. Are those bottom 2 cards worth drawing? There's like another sculptor in there, right? So you might as well sculpt the wishing well. No, there isn't another sculptor. Heron's got the sculptors. The 2. What's down there? Could be anything.
They trashed the other ranger. They trashed their scrap. It's happening!
Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I guess we'll find out next turn. Iris asks, why is monkey at
Broker
10?
is happening. Well, because we didn't see the monkey for 12 turns. That's why.
I think it might have more to do with how finicky the villages are. But when your opponent gets 2 sculptors, monkey sure does start to look attractive.
It's so cute.
I would... oh, you have modifies, right? So you can just modify a copper. That's another way you can complete your draw. And that makes you cleaner for next turn. I would do it.
Yes. I support this.
But there might be a horse down there, which would be like a reason why Heron wouldn't want to draw on, potentially.
There's definitely a gold down there.
I would want to draw on. Find that gold.
And I think there's a horse down there because terracubist didn't get a horse.
Yeah,
Last
so
turn.
definitely 1 modify, trash and copper drawing, and then if you draw the gold, you're like, cool. Maybe I'll modify gold into province, or maybe not. I can do either. Probably you do. Because terracubist can't get 3 provinces, I don't think. It's in there. Wait, they have 2 modifies, don't they? But they don't have... That's right, but they have 2 provinces. Yeah, it's just safer to leave 4 provinces, you know? Yeah, seems safer to leave 4 provinces in the pile.
I mean, terracubist does not have gold.
Yeah, but they can mill province. If they can mill 2 provinces and buy 2 provinces, that's still winning. And they have the broker, which gives them some extra reach. They can like broker a sculptor to get +5 coins instead of the normal +2 coins you get from a sculptor. So I think they're within reach to mill 2 provinces and buy 2 provinces. Although no villagers. So maybe they don't have the actions for that.
I mean, they
have one
only
horse.
have 2 actions, so...
Yeah, they have one Prince horse, so they can't. Yeah, they can't play broker and both modifies for gains. So maybe it is
the
safe to leave
province,
3
yeah.
provinces. Can Heron mill 1 province and gain 3 here?
Oh, it's actually not a horse because there's 1 horse in trash.
Oh, Heron already played their horse. That's literally the last thing they did.
Yeah, but 4 horses are missing, and I thought...
Oh, I think Heron
then...
might think they can win. Right, that's the reason to scrap the ranger.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important thing to look for, but I wasn't doing it because I was. Wait, no, they can't win. They can't win. Right. So Russ is saying, mill 1 province, gain 3 here. I don't like that at all. Like, no, I want to play for another turn as Heron because if you leave, I think 3 or 4 provinces, you just guarantee win, just straight up. Like, play your ranger down, and you've just guaranteed won the game. So yeah, I don't like trashing that ranger. I guess you can sculpt the ranger, but that's losing you actions. I'd feel better if I went into my final turn with 1 villager. No, you need to take actions, Malo. I think.
Mm-hmm. Heron agrees. Oh, it was a wishing well.
No, they sculpted a wishing well.
Oh, that's right. So what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Silver. Okay, silver and gold.
Yeah. So Heron's just going for a big turn this time around. I don't think you needed to do that, but you know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's...
It's pretty tough to beat that.
It is tough to beat that, yeah.
So I think there were a few different ways Heron could have played that out. This way was like maximize green now, because I'm afraid of what my opponent is capable of. And that will almost certainly win them the game. Especially when they have 2 Prince of Horses.
Yeah.
And they start their turn with the Sculptor, so they can sculpt the Broker and Broker a province. Ta-da!
Alright, we won.
Yeah, so terracubist has to win this turn, which seems impossible.
It is, in fact, impossible.
They would need to gain 4 duchies and a province.
Mm-hmm.
And they have no villagers.
I mean, they need to gain more than that, right?
I mean, that would tie, which is not enough. So, a province, 4 duchies, and a state, right?
Yeah. Aww. Well.
It's one of those awkward situations where we all know the outcome, but the person playing does not.
Yeah. Those were definitely finicky. I'm not sure, like, after this match, if I still regret not playing the mix.
I think this mix was the greatest, like, what's the, like, phrase I'm trying to use? It hyped up Prince the most it could possibly be hyped up, right? Because Prince is, like, almost always helpful, but usually it's like, well, it's costly to do its thing, and I'll just do the normal thing with my villages. But in this kingdom, with this tournament, that's never an option. You know? So Prince's stock has risen pretty high.
Well,
got the modify too.
Amazing. Wow. Well, congratulations to Heron
Indeed.
for winning the Finicky Village Mix tournament.
Well played. Got some good matches. And yeah, can look forward to more fun tournaments in the future. Thanks for commentating with me.
Thank you.
Catch you later, guys.